I grew up in a Christian home. I am a baby boomer. It seems to me now that the war had something to do with people turning to the church. My dad was in the Air Force. He came back from New Hebrides, it was then. Never talked about the war, but my parents were church attenders, and it was just routine for me to find myself in Sunday school on a Sunday, because that's what you did. And I can remember being in church from about the age of 5, being in Sunday school from 5 in Pendle Hill. Then we moved to Granville and spent time in church and youth fellowship. And then it was time to either pull my socks up at school and go to uni, or fail and go nursing. So I failed and went nursing, and I worked and I trained at the kids' hospital in Camperdown, and you had to live in, and you had one day off, and you worked when they told you to work, not when you wanted to go to church. And so for 4 years church really didn't happen. But it was just normal to be in church, and I think that was a good grounding for myself with my Christian journey. Yeah, it's helped me, the groundings helped me for the rest of my life. There was really no light bulb moment that happened for me in becoming a Christian. It was just a routine thing that happened. Never disbelieved. I question sometimes. I don't understand why. I know we're all sinners, but I don't understand why innocent people are in disasters and die when they do. I know it's all in God's hands, but I just know that we need to trust God. I'm not very good at quoting scriptures. My memory is shot. I seem to remember times way back now, which happens as people get older. But no, I just know that we need to trust God, and He's with us always, and He knows what's best for us. I'm really not aware of any pressure in being a Christian. It just did not seem to be that way when I was growing up. Christianity really wasn't talked about. There wasn't a lot in the media regarding, you didn't sort of talk about religion or politics. There weren't it was mostly mainstream churches. They were mostly mainstream. AOG happened later on, and then the other religions from other countries happened, and that really didn't have much influence on my life at all. So I just find that my life was very normal, if you can describe what normal is. But all of my life I can just remember that I've had very good mentors and people that have encouraged me, and I have found I have found that I've always seemed to have walked in church circles. I don't know many people that, apart from my church family. Maybe I haven't gone out to find those people, to tell them about God. And I've just felt comfortable in the church circles, and I've worked with Christians, and they've encouraged me with my faith. I feel that one of my gifts that I've been given is someone that encourages. I like to encourage people and support their gifts that God has given them. I like to have those people realise their own gifts. I think sometimes we don't realise what our gifts are, but other people can see them, and I seem to be able to notice other people's gifts, and then I will encourage them to do something with them. I have a heart for missions. I've had the chance to go to Thailand with my previous church, with Global Interaction, and we got to come alongside the mission folk in Thailand, and I absolutely loved being there to see the work that they do. And we went into the schools and saw the children, and went to home churches, and a lot of the people were just so excited about the Thai people were so excited about Jesus, because they'd had dreams about him, and that was their conversion. That they knew that Jesus was the way to go. I had a chance to go to China with another group, and we got involved in Christian orphanages, which is quite unusual in China because they're a communist country, but the government supported the Chinese orphanages because the Christians were wanting to look after those orphans, where the Chinese government wasn't looking after those children. And that was exciting too. I loved that. And then this Christmas gone, I had a chance to go to the Philippines with my friend, and we went to her village on an island called Samar, and that was a very basic living as well, and it was lovely to see the children on Christmas Day come from their homes, and the family I stayed with gave each child a gift, mainly food. 120 children came from nowhere, and that was lovely just to be amongst those village people for 3 weeks. And we went to a Baptist church, and the pastor had a splattering of English, which he used on me, and we sang some English hymns, and that was exciting too. Yeah, so I just absolutely love anything to do with missions. Have a child that I support in Thailand, and one day I hope to visit him. Yeah, his name's Yafa, and that will be exciting. Sandy Beach Baptist Church is a really interesting place. I love Terry's teaching, and it's easy to follow. George, my husband, passed away last year, And the first time we had been up here. I've been up here nearly 3 years. The first time we went to the church, Terry preached on hospitality. And I said to George, that is my worst thing, hospitality. It is not my gift at all. I panicked, forever. But that day, that Sunday, I invited a couple home for afternoon tea. And I said, George, we've got to bite the bullet. I've got to start to be healed with this hospitality bit, and now I can breeze through it. So that was really good. I'm not happy with COVID at all, and I miss the church family. I'm looking forward to COVID being over and the church being back to, meeting on a Sunday. For Sandy Beach, I would love to see it expand and grow in the community. We have a great craft group. I'd love to see that get bigger and for other activities to happen with the church would be really good. And that'll happen in time. I didn't plan to move to Sandy Beach. It happened by default. We were planning to go to a retirement village in Penrith, but time passed and that wasn't happening. And holidaying up here, we landed ourselves in the retirement village up here. And that is good. I think I'm happy with being here. I love the beach, I love the people, but I do miss my family who live in Penrith. But it's easy enough to catch up, and I plan to be here forever.